So today was your mock test, and I think all of you have revised well the whole syllabus of everything, not only cognosy, the CUET chemistry and everything. I hope you are revising all subjects well, and I want to just give you a little suggestion that if you are still trying to like go for new chapters, please complete within 31st of January. After that, if anything is left, let it be left, because after that, if you start like going for new chapters and everything, then it would be much problematic. Okay, so just give 1 month for your revision for your mock test, and do revise properly everything, every point. Just don't skip anything as per your educators, whatever important and all. Just go for it and give 1 month of proper revision. Okay, so that is for saying. And from today, we are going to cover the practice questions, like the important chapters and the important topics, and how the previous year questions were there, and what are important for your syllabus and all. From that portions, I have made some practice papers for you, and I'll provide some recordings also. All class will not be live, and if you are having any kind of doubt after each session or when you are revising, then if you are having any kind of doubt, you can just message me and I'll clear your doubts in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so that everyone can just revise that. So with that, I'm going for today's session. We will cover 50 questions today. Okay, 50 questions will be there for your each session, and after completion of the practice question, I think we would revise almost 500 question covering all your syllabus. So firstly, the characteristic odor of onion bulbs is attributed to. I want to clear one thing to you, that is, session must be interactive. I am telling the question, I am telling the answer, that will not be allowed. Till now for 6 months only I have spoken, and I have asked you something, you have replied, and from today you are going to discuss and you are going to answer, so that everyone can listen and you can evaluate yourself also. So tell me, the characteristic odor of onion bulbs is attributed to. What are you thinking about? What can be the answer and why? The concept.
ম্যাম ডি হবে আই থিঙ্ক।
I think কেন D হবে, but why? Why it would be D? Okay, the thing is that we have studied the garlic, right? So in garlic there was sulfite, and for that the pungency or the characteristic odor of garlic was due to the sulfite, the sulfur compound. So onion and garlic is a very common thing in our daily spices that we use in our cooking. So the characteristic odor of onion also is due to the sulfites. So the answer is alkyl or alkenyl disulfides. You were right, whoever answered, and the answer will be sulfides. I want answer from everyone. Exam is very near, so please do try. You can be wrong, but please try at least. Next is the chief constituent of the seeds. Strophanthus gratus belonging to the family Apocynaceae. First of all, what is Strophanthus gratus? Which are having which is having the biological nomenclature or the biological name of the Strophanthus gratus?
Ma'am, overweighing one.
Yes. And which kind of glycoside it is?
Cardiac glycoside.
Very good. The cardiac glycosides, other cardiac glycosides are
Digitalis strophanthus.
squill is very important. I told about red squill, that is rat poison. What was that? Which kind of squill?
European school.
European squill. Very good. So the Strophanthus gratus belonging to the family of Apocynaceae is G-strophanthine. On hydrolysis, G-strophanthine gives what? Anyone?
Ma'am, option B.
Option B. So if you are knowing that what is Strophanthus gratus, then you can easily recognize the answer. That is ovagenin. So option B will be the right answer. And you also know now that G-strophanthine on hydrolysis is giving ovagenin. We talked about not ovagenin, we talked about what? Which drug on hydrolysis it gives what? In cardiac glycoside. Before ovagenin,
ম্যাম
before ovagenin,
ডিজিটালিস্ট ছিল।
digitalis ছিল আর কি কি ছিল বলো?
স্ট্রোফ্যানথাস ছিল।
Strophanthus. Yes, on the Strophanthus on hydrolysis gives what we have talked about, and now it is the ovine. So ovine contains the G-strophanthine, and on hydrolysis it gives ovagenin. I want answer from everyone. I'm telling repeatedly. If she answers only, she will get the rank. Tell me this one. This is G, okay? It became a bracket. Okay, answer this one.
Ma'am,
শিডিউল
schedule
জে।
J.
Schedule J, okay.
যে হবে।
Good. The thing I was mostly scared of was the schedules. And this one you can remember. And the cognosy, not everyone is answering. So I told if there is any question regarding the disease or ailment, it will be none other than schedule J. Always. Schedule regarding question relating to disease or ailment, always schedule J. And schedule M is about
গুড
Guidance.
ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং প্র্যাকটিস।
good manufacturing
GM,
practice.
ma'am.
Yes. Schedule P,
Life period. Ma'am.
লাইফ পিরিয়ড অফ ড্রাগ।
okay, life period of drug, and schedule K,
Drug exempted for manufacturing.
okay. So you can remember the schedules well. Very good. I am very relieved that you can remember all schedules now. Okay, next is annatto, consists of the dried seeds of Bixa orellana, family Bixaceae. The chief constituent is. What is the chief constituent? Name chief constituent of annatto. Annatto belongs to which class of volatile oils? Volatile oils are the terpenoids, and annatto belongs to
ম্যাম ডাইটারপিন ছিল কি?
no. Annatto is the tetraterpenoids. Okay, annatto was the last one which we covered, and annatto is the tetraterpenoid. Diterpene was the coleus. Phoscolin was the diterpenoid. Anatto is the tetraterpenoid. And from the name Bixa, I think it is very easy to guess. The bixene. Bixene is the chief constituent of annatto. And we have covered it also in the volatile oils. And that bixene, whenever you are being confused between this kind of options, na, just go for the go for every option and you can see that which can be the answer. Like the triterpene alcohol, there is no case of alcohol in the terpenoids, so we can leave this can't be the answer. Capsanthin, from the name we can guess that where it is present. Capsanthin,
Capsicum.
capsicum. So this can't be the answer also because our question is annatto. Crocin and crocetin, I have given I think one question each time in the mock test from this crocin and crocetin. I don't know, I find it very important for this year. So crocin and crocetin, where it is coming from?
Ma'am, saffron.
Saffron. So this is also not our answer. So the answer is carotenoids. And bixin is one yellow pigment. If you see the PDF and if you see the book, if you see anywhere, bixin is one yellow pigment. And whenever the pigmentation is coming, any color, red, yellow, wherever you can see, this is all because of the carotenoids. And these carotenoids are kind of flavonoid, and these carotenoids and bixin belongs to the class of carotenoids. So annatto consists of the dried seeds of Bixa orellana, family Bixaceae. The chief constituent is carotenoids. Understood? Okay, next is hybridoma technology. This is one biotechnological question, but I have attached it. I don't know why. So hybridoma technology is for
For monoclonal antibody.
Monoclonal
Monoclonal.
okay,
antibodies.
okay, good, very good. Hybridoma technology is for monoclonal antibodies, and the rest are for callus culture is for what? Callus culture, organ culture. These are for
मैम
what?
टिश्यू कल्चर থাকে
Yes, these are the part of tissue culture, callus culture and organ culture, and the attenuated microorganism is for the vaccine preparation.
वैक्सीन
Yes, good. Vaccine preparation. So hybridoma technology is for monoclonal antibodies. Callus and organ culture are for the tissue culture, and attenuated microorganism is for vaccine. Next is the array load. Again, I have told multiple times that special characteristic of seed is very important. So array load is what?
मैम सिएटर
Cardamom.
Cardamom. You just see the example and you are going for cardamom. Okay, if there was no example, then you are taking time seeing that what can be the answer. You are thinking about all, and now you see cardamom, then ma'am option C. Okay, it is also okay. This is the question. So the enlarged funicle is what? Now you say enlarged funicle. Okay, warty outgrowth. Now you remember the example and tell me what are that? Nutmeg is for what? Eril is
मैम
nutmeg.
ওটা अरील ছিল
Yes. And erilode is cardamom. And you go for the descriptions also, not only the example. If there is no example in question, what will you do? Enlarged funicle is what? Strophiol. You remember? Strophiol?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম।
Okay. Enlarged funicle is the strophiole. Outgrowth originating from mycopyle and covering the seeds. That is the arylode. And succulent growth from hilum covering the entire seed nutmeg. It is the aryl. Whereas warty outgrowth from mycopyle. What? C for castor, C for
Caruncle.
caruncle. Castor, croton, viola, caruncle. 3CV. I told. And nutmeg is very common. It is aryl and succulent growth. From the structure you can see also the nutmeg. And the outgrowth originating from mycopyle is cardamom. It is also seen from structure, and this is the arylode. And the enlarged funicle is the strophiole. Except of colchicum where it is found, the enlarged funicle,
ধাতুরা।
datura. Okay. Next is gene therapy. You read it and then you answer. It is very easy. It is only written like description, but when you're going for the answers, you can see what can be the answer. Tell me. Gene therapy belongs to gene transfer. So whenever you see the transfer word, that is the answer. And when we are see where we are seeing the transfer word, it is option C. Transfer of new genetic material to the cells of an individual for therapeutic benefit. This is all about the gene therapy. Okay, this is one new thing. We have not gone through cinnamon, but this was one PYQ. Okay, so I am telling the answer. It is option A. Cinnamon consists of the dried inner bark of the shoots of coppice tree of Cinnamon zeylanicum, and the typical microscopic character of bark. Cinnamon bark is the biological source, and it is biseriate medullary rays secretory cavities containing volatile oils. Volatile oil are the in the volatile oil class cinnamon comes. So secretory cavities containing the volatile oils, the mucilage and few starch grains in the cortical parenchyma, and calcium oxalate in the parenchymatous cells. This is the typical microscopic feature of the cinnamon bark. When you are going through these slides, you try to copy that, because rest of the thing you have already gone through, but this is one new thing. Tell me this. This is one trick question and very basic also. Essential ingredient in the general preparation of plant tissue culture media.
ম্যাম এটা বি হবে কি?
অপশন বি।
Good. Option B. Because the hormone things comes after many things. First you need to grow your plant. For that you need to provide one carbon source, and that sucrose or glucose works as that carbon source. You have to provide the carbon source, oxygen, and proper pH balanced soil. These are the essential ingredient. And after that the pyridoxine HCl, that is the vitamin, and the oxen or the gibberellin comes. So the growth regulators comes after many things for the proper growth. But before the growth you just need to plant that. Growth is very next. And for that carbon source, that is essential ingredient, we need that sucrose or glucose. Next is alkaloid derived from ornithine. Tell me. We have gone through it 1,000 times already. Tell me.
PR.
Ma'am,
PR.
PR.
Okay, and colchicine is obtained from what?
Ma'am, it is the amino alkaloid.
And emetic?
ওটা indole. না ম্যাম এমেটিনটা বেঞ্জাইল ওই যে আইসোকুইনোলিন অ্যালকালয়েড ছিল।
I am asking about the amino acid precursor. You are telling me the structures. Like ornithine, I am asking. Ornithine was is what? Amino acid. Like that. From which amino acid we get the colchicine and emetin? Very common. Are basic amino acid we get from the cigamic acid pathway. Which are the amino acids we get from cigamic acid pathway?
Phenylalanine, tyrosine,
Thyroid.
tryptophan.
এই তো তাহলে ফিনাইলঅ্যালানিন থেকে কি পাওয়া যায়? এফেড্রিন।
ম্যাম colchicine.
Colchicine. From the phenylalanine we get ephedrine. Ephedrine is coming from ephedra. From the tryptophan we are getting the reserpine kind of things. Reserpine, the quinine, the cinchonine, etc. That are the common thing that we get from the tryptophan. And from tyrosine there belongs two class. One is alkylamine and the another is that tetrahydroisoquinoline thing, and both of the colchicine and emetin belongs to tyrosine. I am telling alkaloid, she is right. She is one step forward. Whoever told me the isoquinoline ones, I am telling one step backward. She is telling me more deeper. So, firstly, you remember the amino acids, okay? The ornithine, tyrosine, tryptophan, what we are getting from that things you must remember. And the structure, whenever you are pursuing the drugs, you can remember automatically. So cocaine and hyoscyamine are derived from the ornithine. So P and R will be the right answer. Have I given it in any previous mock test? I think so. Because you don't know the colchicine and emetin where they are coming, but you know the answer of ornithine. Okay, next is Aloe barbadensis has two following characters. What are that? Tell me now. We know there are four type of aloes: Curacao, Cape, Zanzibar and Socotrine. From that characteristics, the question coming.
ম্যাম কিউ আর এস হবে।
Q and S. Why? The rest of the ones are not the answer. Why?
ম্যাম
Allo to
অ্যালোর তো পাঞ্জেন্ট ওডার থাকে।
Good, and also lacks of the beta test. So this opacity is one very important word. And the Cape aloe is the only one who is transparent. And the Curacao aloe, Zanzibar aloe and the Socotrine aloe are opaque, and that are wrong. And the acicular crystals are also visible, for a very important point for the aloe barbadensis. So Q and S. So C will be the correct option. Next is, as per Schedule O of Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945, the minimum Ryder-Walker coefficient for grade 1 and 3 black disinfectant fluids. I don't think you have gone through this, because this is the question that is directly coming from the schedule that I have provided the PDF for the Shop and Establishment Act and all. So this is directly the schedule. This is directly from the schedule question, and rider walker coefficient are type of scoring. Okay, you note it down. In the schedule O, it is written as the scoring for the black disinfectant fluid. So there are three grades of the black disinfectant fluid, 1, 2 and 3, and that scoring thing is 18 for grade 1, 10 for grade 2 and 5 for grade 3. Have you noted?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rest of the people, please note it down. So 1 is for the 18 and 3 is for 5. So which is correct?
P and R.
Option A, ma'am.
Okay, option A is correct one. Okay. For grade 1 it is 18, for grade 2 it is 10 and for grade 3 it is 5. So P and R. 1 for 18, 2 is for 10 and 3 is for 5. So these are the grades and this is the Rider-Walker coefficient, and this is one parameter that defines the bactericidal effect of the black disinfectant fluid, as the schedule O is for what?
Disinfectant fluid.
Yes, so that is the thing. Next is one, match the following. Match the following. Whenever you see the match the following question, go from which one you know it is going to be happen. If you are having any kind of confusion between the options, then start from the confirmed one. And I see the confirmed one here from my side. It is the epidermis of leaf, and this is going to be sena. Always, whenever it is epidermis of leaf question, this would be sena. So 3 for Q. So we can leave the B and D option. Then special secretory cell. Special secretory cell is squill. We know the special secretory cell is squill. So the option is A. You can remember it, right? The mucilage, where it is coming from. There was a chart, cell wall of seed epidermis, endoderm epidermis. You remember the chart? In the gums and mucilage, I have talked about it. The charts are very important. As I say, in all subjects, the chart are very, very important. You understood this question, right? So I can go for next.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is again one match the following. Tell me the answer. Here also it is very easy. Why? Because one is
ম্যাম
tannin.
বি হবে।
হ্যাঁ কি হবে?
বি।
B হবে, okay? I told it is easy because rest of the thing if you just like forget. The condensed tannin. The condensed tannin is quino. Quino is the pterocarpus. And 4 is S. And 4S is only option B. Next is common reagents used in pharmacognosy. This looks very tough, but this is very easy. Tell me. What is the answer?
ম্যাম এটা এ হবে কি?
Rest of the people, she has told something. Anyone want to answer? It is
ম্যাম এ মনে হচ্ছে।
A মনে হচ্ছে. Okay, let's see. You can see first one is iodine. And iodine does what? Iodine is related to blue, purple, black. So this is blue. So one is for sure S. So one is already S. And if you can't remember, there is one another thing, that is the fluoroglucinol and hydrochloric acid in ethanol. And whenever we see fluoroglucinol, we go for pink or red color. So 2 is Q again. So option A will be the correct answer. Next is the alkaloid concentration in coca leaves vary from. I give I have given it in one mock test. Tell me what will be the answer. Okay, the answer is 0.7 to 1.5%. I told because I was also having problem for reminding this kind of percentage. But do try to remember one or two like this in coca leaves. So this is the 0.7 to 1.5%. 17 question is cocaine, the alkaloid derived from coca leaves, acts by. This is one pharmacological pharmacognosy question. How the cocaine acts? MAO inhibitor, catechol-methyl transferase, COMT, MAO and COMT pathway. How it
ম্যাম
acts?
এটা ডি হবে।
D হবে. Good. Inhibiting noradrenaline reuptake. Cocaine does not act on MAO or COMT pathway. This act by directly inhibiting the noradrenaline reuptake. Whenever dopa and all is secreting the noradrenaline and it is reuptake to form the tyrosine, that pathway is inhibited by cocaine. Next is important constituent of Crocus sativus. What is Crocus sativus?
ম্যাম এটা কোচিনিল নয়?
Cochineal to noy baba. Crocus sativus is
ম্যাম স্যাফরন।
saffron. Yes, saffron. So, what is the constituent of saffron? Again, that 1001 time question.
ম্যাম ডিক্লোক্রসিন।
Picrocrocin. Picrocrocin we get from Crocus sativus. Crocus sativus is the saffron. We are getting picrocrocin from saffron. And the next question is relating to the previous question. On hydrolysis, it gives a product which is responsible for the characteristic odor. So, what is responsible for the characteristic odor of saffron? Don't forget anything about saffron. Okay, saffron is very important because it is having too much of constituents, and one is different from another in showing action also. Odor is due to what? I told 4 points, and four are very, very important. Annatto and saffron both are tetraterpenoids. Annatto is containing bixin. You have seen already one question from it. Bixin is carotenoid and principal constituent of annatto. Yellow pigment it is, and saffron is the crocus sativus. It is constituting the red coloring
ম্যাম
matter.
স্যাফরানাল হবে?
Yes. So the red coloring matter are the crocin and crocetine. So here the crocetine cannot be the answer. Quercetin though definitely not. And crotonic acid will also definitely not, because crotonic acid is not a part of crocus sativus, though the names are similar. So I was saying the chemical constituent of saffron. So the red coloring matter is crocin and crocetine. The bitter principle are the picrocrocin, and the odor of saffron is due to saffronal, the characteristic odor. And the glycoside present in saffron is the protocrocin. These are the things you must remember. Okay, next is Vitalimurine test is for what? Very easy.
Tropan alkaloids.
Tropin alkaloids. Okay, tropin alkaloids. Good. Next is arrow poison. Arrow poison is, this is one synonym related question. Arrow poison is what? Arrow poison is the strophanthus. And the flavonoid glycoside is present in what?
অপশন এ
Yes,
ম্যাম ও
option
গ্লাইকোসাইড।
O glycoside. Very good. So the arrow poison is strophanthus, and the flavonoid glycoside is present in O glycoside. Next is, this is one previously I've given in the mock test question. As per the first schedule of drugs and cosmetics at 1940, following is the name of the book under Siddha system of medicine. What is the book?
নাগামণি।
নাগমণি।
Nagamuni.
Nagamuni. Okay, you remember it. Which formulation in ASU system has infinite period of shelf life in DNC Act?
অপশন এ আশাভান আরিস্তা।
আশাবাড়ি।
No. Infinite period of shelf life. Whenever that infinite period of shelf
Ma'am,
life.
Ashavarishta.
No, Asavarista is not the right answer.
অপশন বি।
Yes, infinite period of shelf life is for the churna. Asava and Arista has different shelf life according to Ayurveda system and Siddha system. In Ayurveda, I think it is 18 months or 12 months, and in Siddha it is 6 months, I think. I think so. And that infinite period of shelf life is the churna. Okay. These are in very detail in masters, and you know this much for your exam. It is enough. Next is etoposide and teniposide are semi-synthetic derivatives of what?
Podophylotoxin.
পোডোফাইল।
ফটোফাইলোটক্স।
Okay, very good. Podophyllotopsin. State Pharmacy Council should have the following number of elected members. How many?
ম্যাম 6 হবে।
না, 6 তো হবে না।
7,
কে কে থাকে? Who are the members? 6 হবে না 7?
5, 7 হবে। 5 টিচার্স আর দুটো এমসিআই আর আরেকটা কিছু একটা।
সব ভুলে গেছে। State Pharmacy Council, not PCI. State Pharmacy Council consists of 7 members. It was right. 6 are the registered pharmacist and 1 is the member of Medical Council of India. Whereas in Joint State Pharmacy Council, there are 3 to 5 registered pharmacists and 1 member from MCI. So the State Pharmacy Council consists of total 7 members, 6 and 1. 6 are registered pharmacists and 1 member from the Medical Council of India. Okay, next is Schedule D. What is Schedule D? You know the schedule very well.
ম্যাম এ হবে।
Okay. Disease or ailment, Schedule J. Requirements for the factory premises. Which schedule?
ম্যাম শিডিউল এম।
এন
Schedule M. Schedule M. And Schedule D is the list of drugs exempted from the provision of import of drugs. So you see how many questions from the directly are coming from the schedules. Okay, that is why I told that je korei hok, go through the schedules very well, because these are like 4 numbers without any thinking. These are just memorizing questions. Next is an alkaloid from Atropa belladonna having the molecular formula. This would be C5H10O, or the C5. The formula is not given. Okay, let me see the formula. Okay, I will correct it. So you take it as atropine. Atropine from Atropa belladonna, when warmed with ethanolic alkaline solution, is converted into, I'll give the formula, and now I have basically told that atropine with ethanolic alkaline solution is converted to. Tell what is going to be the answer. Okay, the answer is negative hyoscyamine. Why negative? Because this is the L form. The dextrorotatory and levorotatory you know already. So the L form is more active when it is warmed with ethanolic alkaline solution. It is converted into 2 forms, okay, and this is the mostly found form. And atropine is optically inactive, you know, because it is a racemic mixture of the positive and negative hyoscyamine, the dextro form and the levo form. And when it is warmed with the ethanolic alkaline solution, it is converted into negative of hyoscyamine. This is some conceptual questions, and you must go through that. The molecular formula, when giving you the PDF, I will correct it. This is the choose, okay, whose it is, I don't know how. Choose the appropriate description for argot. For argot, go for one term, that is 2 terms, that is the pseudoparenchyma and the closely compact septate hyphae. Option B is correct. And argot. Argot is the Claviceps purpura. Claviceps purpura is the fungus that is having 3 states: honeydew stage, 1 stage used for the medicinal purpose, and 1 for the spore formation, that is the ascospore. And for the description, we see the pseudoparenchyma that is present in argot and the closely compact septate hyphae. Hyphae and hyphae, when dividing, it is called the mycelium. And the mycelium, we have seen the mycelium concept in the special characteristic of seeds. So the pseudoparenchyma formed by the interweaving closely appressed compact septate hyphae. So compact septate hyphae and pseudoparenchyma are the salient features of the argot. So option B will be the right answer. Next is reserpine is derived from what?
ম্যাম ট্রিপ্টোফান অ্যান্ড ট্রিপটামিন যেটা আছে ওটা।
Tryptophan and tryptamine. Okay. And from squalene, what we get?
কোলেস্টেরল।
Cholesterol. Okay. So option C will be the right answer. And next one, answer. Choose the correct trichomes of digitalis purpura.
ম্যাম অপশন এ।
ম্যাম
Option A. Option A is the correct answer. Numerous covering trichomes and few glandular trichomes. Everything is present in digitalis. Next is panaxadiol is a constituent of Panax ginseng.
ম্যাম সি হবে।
Yes, C.
C হবে।
Whenever you see the panaxadiol, it is the Panax ginseng, and some things are there in pharmacognosy that you can directly observe from the question that what can be the answer. And this kind of question comes rare than leap year. Okay, they does not come in 4 year once also. You are lucky you are getting it, and I think you can be lucky because exam is preponed. So panaxadiol is a constituent of ginseng. Exam is preponed. This is one point of tension for your educators and you all also. But just think that who is getting the AIR 1, he is also in tension, he or she. And you are also. That exam is preponed for everyone. So don't get panicked that much. They are preponing the exam, that means the question will be that much standard. The plant hormone which shows specific effect on the cell division.
Cytokine।
সাইটোকাইনিন।
সাইটোকাইনিন।
Autocorrect is already showing the answer, that is the cytokinin. The cell division is related to cytokinin. One of the ex officio member for the Pharmacy Council of India, who?
অপশন এ।
এ হবে।
ম্যাম এ হবে।
The government analyst will be not the answer. Government analyst comes under what?
নমিনেটেড। ম্যাম
Nominated.
স্টেট ফার্মেসি কাউন্সিলে আসে আই থিঙ্ক।
Yes, government analyst comes under the State Pharmacy Council, and the Director General of Health Services, Drug Controller of India, and the Director of CDL Kolkata, that is the Central Drug Laboratory. That three people are the ex officio member for the PCI. The schedule of drugs and cosmetics that deals with the requirements and guidelines for clinical trials, import and manufacturing new drugs. Which one? Which schedule?
শিডিউল ওয়াই।
Schedule Y।
Schedule Y. Very good. Schedule Y. Volatile oil from lemon peels contain D-limonene, which is what? What is the answer? These are the monocyclic monoterpene derivative. Okay, remember that monoterpene you already know because we have learned it in the monoterpene section, the lemon peel, orange peel, lemongrass oil, etc. And this is one monocyclic structure for the D-limonene. Next is digitally glycoside C. Position of the steroidal ring is substituted by
Ma'am, option A.
C17. It is the C17 position, and it is option A, because C17 is in the digitalis glycoside and this is 5-membered lactone ring. If it is 6-membered, then it is the bufadienolides, and digitalis is cardienolides, we know. So C17 position is for the 5-membered lactone ring. In case of digitalis purpura, the cardiac activity is maximum with, very easy, from the question we know that. What is the answer? Digitalis purpura and the cardiac
Ma'am, purpura glycoside A.
yes,
D.
purpura glycoside A. Cardiac activity is maximum with purpura glycoside A. Next answer, Dragendorf reagent does not give positive test with, does not. These not things are very important. Nots and none of the above answers are very, very important. Does not give positive test with what?
ম্যাম
Caffeine.
এটা ক্যাফেন হবে।
Caffeine.
Why caffeine?
কারণ সিউডো অ্যালকালয়েড।
Yes, pseudoalkaloid. Caffeine is one pseudoalkaloid, and that is why Dragendorf reagent does not give positive test with caffeine. Cascaroside A is example of
O and C glycoside.
O and C glycoside. Good. Precursor of the biosynthesis of tropine group of alkaloid. Again, that amino acid
Ornithine.
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 Ornithine. Good. Next is extraction of steroidal saponins on commercial scale is formed. This is also one confusion.
Diascoria.
Diascoria. Diascoria will be the answer. Diascoria is the main constituent, not main, very important constituent from the saponin glycoside, and all the steroidal saponins on commercial scale. This commercial scale is the point. That is why the diascoria will be the answer. Rauwolfia serpentina. Rauwolfia serpentina can be distinguished from other adulterants. How?
Ma'am, calcium oxalate crystal হবে কি?
Calcium oxalate crystal হবে না. It is the sclerates. Sclerates is the right answer. Rauwolfia serpentina is distinguished from its adulterants by the presence of sclerates. Schedule FF.
সি হবে ম্যাম।
Ophthalmic.
Yes, standards for the ophthalmic preparation. Colchicine is biogenically derived from one of the following. Answer.
Ma'am, A.
Other people, what will be the answer? It is tyrosine and phenylalanine. She was right. It would be option A. Diagnostic character for the microscopically identification of Kurchi bark. I told it. In the microscopy, I told it that is very important for Kurchi. What would be the answer? Salient feature. not found in other drugs for Kurchi. It is the horseshoe-shaped stone cells. This horseshoe-shaped thing you see in other things you can't find rather than Kurchi. So B is the correct answer. It is possible to initiate the development of complete plants from callus cell culture, suitable manipulation of the medium with respect to
Ma'am,
another
hormones.
essential requirement question. Not essential requirement question. These are the essential requirements like the mineral, vitamin, carbohydrate, and complete plants from callus cell culture, suitable manipulation of the medium with respect to hormones. Hormones is the correct answer because the question is for the development. Means the previously I told that the essential component question and now the question is for the growth. So it would be the plant hormones. Polyploidy. Polyploidy is
বি হবে।
other people. Polyploidy is
ম্যাম এ হবে।
ম্যাম এ মনে হচ্ছে ম্যাম।
no. It is B. Multiplication of entire chromosome set. This is polyploidy. At present, different species of papaver such as orientale, papaver orientale are being cultivated instead of somniferum because they contain. Do you know it? This is also a trick question. What are banned now? What are under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act that we are getting from papaver? You remember?
Ma'am, morphine, codeine, thebaine.
Morphine and codeine are more like prone. If there were previously the codeine containing cough syrup, and the codeine is now not in use, and like that morphine. So they are cultivated because they contain only thebaine. This is one also tricky and good question. Remember that the advanced species are now cultivated rather than somniferum because they contain only thebaine. Last question for today.
ও হবে না।
Ma'am, O.
O. So the disinfectant fluid, we talked a lot about it. Riedel-Walker coefficient, and the answer is schedule O. So this was for today 50 questions. Again we'll continue another 50, then 50, then 50 questions, and we will cover the total syllabus and we will revise also, and you also revise so that you can answer well like today. So any doubt, any question from today's portion?
ম্যাম একটা ডাউট আছে।
বলো।
ম্যাম ওই আয়ুর্বেদিক প্রিপারেশনে যেটা ইনফিনিট লাইফ পিরিয়ডের কোয়েশ্চেনটা বললেন,
হুম।
সেখানে আই থিঙ্ক আশাবা আরিস্তা হবে। তার রিজনটা হচ্ছে যে অ্যালকোহল থাকে, সেটা তো একটা মানে ন্যাচারাল প্রিজারভেটিভ হিসেবে কাজই করে। চূর্ণাতে আই থিঙ্ক মানে চূর্ণা থেকে আশাবা আরিস্তার সেলফ লাইফটা বেশি হয়।
দেখো, there is one proper term that is infinite period of shelf life. So that is for churna, because asava arista I will provide you one PDF and there it is written like Ashava Arista has proper self-life. Okay, there is no term of infinite period of shelf life, but Churna has. So Churna will be the answer. Ashava Arista is not. Ashava Arista has like 12 months, 6 months, or 18 months, this kind of shelf life according to different books and different systems. Whereas Churna has infinite period of shelf life. Still, I would check, but I don't think I am wrong in this time. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Other one having any doubt for today? No doubt. Okay. Okay, then next day we'll continue another 50 questions. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.